Hello everyone! So I am Private Bell, as you can see, Private Bell, and I'm in my shower right now because my roommate is actually here and I felt really awkward filming a video in front of him, and I wanted to go to the common area and there was people in there, so I couldn't go in there either. So right now the bathrooms are kind of like chilled out in bed, so I'm just chillaxing in a freaking shower filming a video because, you know, what better thing do I have to do with my time? So my basic training summary got a lot more like views and like feedback than I thought it would. Like, honestly, I was just making the video for like a couple friends and like anyone else who might happen to stumble upon it. But only after like a week of uploading it already has like a couple hundred views. And so I really wanted to like, you know, move forward and see if I could like provide any other insight and tips on like other things that people might be wondering about or struggling with. So today I'm going to be talking about what it's like to be gay in the Army, especially like as a 17-year-old, like younger, you know, don't really fit in with the whole age gap. So yeah, that's that. And I don't have ADHD, I promise. I know it probably seems like I do, but I just like, my mind is just, it does this thing where it likes to go, and yeah, so yes, I'm gay, I'm in the Army, and I graduated basic training, so we're gonna talk about that. So yes, my recruiter knew, and my recruiter told me that I might deal with some crap at basic training for it, which, you know, I was like prepared for that. Like, I've got kind of a thick skin, so it doesn't bother me much when people say hurtful things about gay people. So I got to basic, and at first I was like, you know what, it's gonna be smooth sailing, like no one's gonna know. Okay, first of all, like, who are we kidding? Everyone's gonna know. But secondly, I like kicked that to this shower's leaking. I kicked that to the curb real quick. I was like, okay, I think that like this is time for me to like open up and like be who I am and start a new life. Like, I'm in the Army. This is something that's like for real. And so I got to basic and people started talking to me, like I interact with people. I'm just like, my personality is just goofy, flamboyant, out there. And so people knew, but no one really, like, it's kind of that thing where like you don't really want to ask someone because if they're not, you feel kind of like rude. So people would ask me and I'd be like, yeah, I'm so gay. And it never really became a problem except for a couple of times, which I'm going to be talking about right now. In basic training, after I left reception, which is, you know, the initial area that you go through, we went to our company, and there was a couple people in there that I guess had this idea of like a hyper-masculine institution that the Army was supposed to be, which, I mean, I guess I kind of see where they're coming from, especially considering a lot of the people who join the Army are conservative. Not to like harp on them or anything, but it is kind of like against, you know, what they believe in, and like that's totally fine. Like, if that's your religion, if that's your belief, I gotcha. But the Army is really big on sexual harassment and equal opportunity anti-discrimination, and so I knew that would be safe under those Army regulations. However, there were some instances where I was called very vulgar names that I do not want to say. However, like I said, I have that thick skin that it doesn't bother me. It's just, it gets to the point where, like, you know, no matter where you go, there's going to be bigotry, there's going to be hatred, there's going to be intolerance, and it's shameful, but it's just the way that things are. So, aside from that happened a few times, but let me talk about the overwhelming amount of support that I've received. Just in basic training, I not only felt accepted, but I felt protected in a sense. So there was a time where one trainee came up to me and he was getting all up in my face and like calling me these names, and then there were like 4 trainees like right up behind him, like, hey man, chill, like, it's fine, you know, it's who he is. And so I think that like the brotherhood and like the protection and the understanding that, you know, this isn't just a one-man army, it really helped me in my case to, I guess, kind of explain this is not what the Army is about anymore. This is 2017. We're conforming to new standards. You have to understand that people are not going to be exactly how you want them to be, especially in this ever-changing, lovely, amazing institution that we are a part of. It all starts with acceptance, and I know that they are stressing it a lot, but it's just, it seems like it's kind of counterproductive for soldiers to, you know, judge people based on such petty things like religion or sexuality, race, because it still happens, you know, discrimination still exists, and that's why EO is such a big concept. But just to kind of like summarize, I really, like, I know this was a short video, but like I want to let you know that it's not something that you should hold you back from enlisting. Like, I've only been in the Army for about 5 months now, and so I can't really give like a solid like, you know, I've been in for 6 years and I've had this happen. No, I went through basic training and I'm about 2 months into my AIT, so I really don't have like a solid like professional input, but from what I've experienced, it's been overwhelming support, protection, engagement, you know, acceptance. Like, this is who you are. We are your brothers in arms. And I read this quote online before I did this video, and I know this is very informal, but I wanted to quote this. It was, you know, if you're downrange and you have bullets flying past your head, no one is going to care what the man on his left or right does behind closed doors. It is true, because, oh gosh, I don't need to explain that. You know that's true. If we're getting shot at, you're not gonna be like, oh, this guy's gay, he might not wanna help. No, that was a really weird way to word it, and I'm sorry, my mind, y'all already know, it's just wild. But I just felt compelled to film a video that I knew would hit home with a lot of people, especially, like I said, I'm young, I'm a minority in a few ways. I love the Army, it's just so great. I don't know, like, I have my days, obviously, but we all do. So, you know, definitely patriotic, nationalist, whatever you wanna say. Sorry, I just keep rambling, you know. I feel like I should summarize this with something about the subject. Like I said, don't let it, like, if you want to join the Navy, Army, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, anything, you need to understand that we are a growing institution. We're still under the fire of discrimination and hatred, but I think, like, gradually it's becoming more and more accepting, especially after the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So, that is all that I'm gonna have for today. I mean, I just felt, you know, it's my calling to share the story. And if you have any other requests, sorry, if you have any other if you have any other like ideas or anything you want me to do, talk about, say, type it in the comments, ask me questions, tell me that you hate me and that you don't think gay people should be in the Army. I don't really care. Here I am, ready to serve you every day, bright and early, happy. Gosh, I love you all. I don't know how many people are gonna watch this, but I love every one of you, and I really hope that this video could shed some light on what the situation really entails. And I just felt like, okay, I feel compelled to show you my setup right now. Okay, so like, as you can see, I'm in the shower. How do I flip this camera? Can I do that when I'm filming? Okay, well I can't, but like, my phone was sitting right here on the freaking soap holder. That was very awkwardly worded, but yeah. Sometimes you just gotta improvise. If the Army taught me anything, it was how to be resourceful. Okay, and now I really am just rambling. Again, I love you, I adore this country, I adore these people, and I cannot wait to help people, serve people, and anything that you might wanna know, I will be there, ready, blazing fingers to comment. So thank you all, have a great, amazing, fabulous weekend, day, life, year, whatever it is.